그래가지고 내가 안 된. 나름 싱글룸이고 방은 작지만 위치가 진짜 좋은 화장실도 있어요. 파리에서 가장 좋아하는 곳 중 하나. 팔레루아얄.
This is not yet finished. They will take care around noon.
Renovation or something.
La papeterie, également des parfums pour la
On n'a pas vu la papeterie là.
C'est la papeterie, elle est au Luxembourg, juste en face du Sénat, rue de Tournon, qui est ouverte depuis 2016. Et on a également ouvert il y a 2 ans une boutique à Séoul en Corée. Mais bon, je pense que le plus proche ce sera à Tournon.
Pour aujourd'hui en tout cas.
C'est ça.
I see nobody, nobody but you. Down your perfect, you always perfect, and you can do that the way you work it.
this is one of his compositions that he actually wrote. And musicians in the house know what I mean by that. Know what I mean by that, because you know, there's some songs that you hear of Dukes and you're like, did he write that or did Billy Strayhorn write that? You know.